Had you ever came at the same time, exact same time, with your partner, or is it just a myth?
Yes, I have, and no, it's not a myth. Okay, but it's not
Yeah.
easy to do. I don't think it's easy to do all the time.
Yeah, the timing is
Like you gotta like communicate a little bit.
I have not.
Never?
I have
Ever?
not.
I have not.
Came close to it. Well, no pun intended, but
Yeah.
no, I've not.
Nah, I haven't. I mean, in order for that to achieve that, the third sun must be in
Like Jupiter's line or something.
exactly,
Like that?
exactly,
Yeah. Yeah. And then the North Star got to be on Mars's rotation or something, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
I'll say this, like you have to be in, like it's gotta be, you definitely gotta communicate and you gotta have this kind of rhythm, this same rhythm that happens. Cause when it does, when you can, it's like, it's great.
So to me, I thought it was a myth.
So no
I
solar
I
eclipse
don't
for
know if
you.
you're trying to flex or not. Oh yeah, I have so many girls. I can't remember if I did.
No
I've
member
had
berries.
a lot of partners. To the best of my knowledge, I never came at the exact same time as them. Usually, it's like maybe only I came.
But you
That
guys
happened.
might have, and they just didn't say it.
Yeah.
Or
Because the girl's got to be really in
first.
tune with her body too. Like I think the big part is the girl has to be in tune with her body and knowing like how she can actually like reach that climax with her partner. But it's
Yeah.
hard to do. Like I think it's really hard. Like it doesn't happen often.
I think the biggest part is my dick. But no, I think the biggest part is
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of this like post I saw on Instagram where they're interviewing people in Korea. And this girl, she's talking about the different dick sizes of Japanese men versus Korean men. Yeah, and then she's
Lord.
fucked 40 Japanese guys and like 10 Korean guys in a year. Yeah, well,
year?
maybe it was less than a year. I don't know.
You're a
It was
trope?
in her dating. It was in so many months, I guess. But she was talking about the
Those are rookies.
measurements and how Japanese guys are bigger than Korean guys. Like she
That's,
called it out.
That's her.
She went to
number,
the size
easy.
and
Oh,
everything. She gave the freaking inches and all that. Like she's doing an experiment. Everybody in the comments said, "Glad you're experimenting.
what I
We're
was thinking.
learning a lot."
All right. This was a very
She a
this is a very
scientist.
scientific.
It's like, what's this for? Research.
Then she said Korean guys only like missionary style, where Japanese guys are more creative or whatever. And it was just cool.
Ah.
It was so funny. It was just so funny.
Of course, they're creative. You see the category,
Dude, yeah, yo.
Japanese. They have
Yeah,
like
they really love slimy, like the oil or whatever. Yeah.
Japanese guys are freaky.
Mhm.
They're
Horn
freaky.
dogs.
That's all I can say.
I like how we were saying that Japanese people are freaky, and
With-
then their birth rate.
Right, I was gonna say, you say that, but it's like, look at their birth
their
rate. What the
birth
fuck's
rate
But
is
going
same
on?
in Korea though, like don't
Anyway.
nobody want to have kids. Like
Oh, you know,
Yeah,
it kind of makes sense because what I was gonna say about like why Japanese people are so freaky in the categories is like sometimes it doesn't even have to be with another person; it's just with objects.
That is true.
That is true.
The end of a table.
but then you
fucking-
know those day after pills and everything else are really popular over there because don't nobody want to get pregnant. Plus two, it's expensive. And look at like the rate of people like marriages not lasting, guys cheating, women cheating, like, and it's all about money. Think about Korea. Like Korea, like you really want girls want guys with money, you know, pretty much money and some good jobs. And guys want younger girls, you know, and younger girls don't want to have kids. So it's one of those things.
Yeah, cheating is very
It's
big in
such a
Japan.
culture and they
Yeah.
don't think it's cheating. Right? So crazy.
Well, it depends because
That too, but it's because of their work culture. They're barely home. And then the wives just get too frustrated because there's no one there.
It's true.
Yeah.
Wait, so do
Right.
more women
Right.
cheat in Japan than men? Or probably
I
about
would
the same?
think so. The thing is, if you read up on Japan or look up videos or anything, a lot of them will tell you there's a shit ton of love hotels
Yes.
everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And they're
Yeah.
super cheap. And there's a whole bunch of girls out on the streets, like literally in public, out on the streets,
Yep,
handing out
yep.
flyers and shit for like sexual massages. So it's prominent. It's everywhere.
It's
in
almost like you
Japan.
can't get away from it. So it's so sad. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if a guy could resist with someone just some girl just like throwing it, like just take me, fuck me right here. Like, I don't know if there's a guy who could resist that.
And it's not like sex workers here in the U.S. The girls over there are like they can actually be like schoolgirls, which is
Isn't that
fucking nuts to me.
crazy? Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, they're literally like they're sophisticated. They're not dumb or anything. They have educations, but they're
Mhm.
just throwing their bodies out there.
Yeah, and it's
Mhm.
like it's a thing. That's what's crazy. That's why those hostess bars or whatever, the karaoke bars and all that, those are so popular.
Yeah.
All the guys go to business meetings. I mean, I think I've thoroughly as many K dramas and J dramas I've watched now. I feel like, yeah, it's probably official that there's probably not a faithful Korean guy out there.
I don't think Japan's crazy, to be honest with you. I don't think they're crazy because you look at Japan and that cheating and that whole sex life
Mhm.
culture, right? Right. Take that one, but then take Thailand.
Oh,
What do you think
Right.
I see in
All right,
yeah.
there all the
Thailand.
time?
Yeah,
The
they probably
What
think
do you think I
what do
see?
they call the boys? The yes, lady
Lady
boys.
boys.
Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. That's like
There's no red light district in Thailand.
Mhm.
There's a red light city, basically, a whole city.
that's
So
wild.
and it's so normal to them in Thailand that's why the stuff that's happening in Japan to me is like, nah, whatever. I see that shit in
That's
Thailand all
true.
the time. Like, but what I was gonna say is the cheating in Japan. The reason why I don't think it's crazy and why it's kind of socially norm to them is because majority of the cheating to them is not classified as cheating.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You're
So
right.
if you paid for a service, right?
Hmm.
Uh, if you paid for a service, it's technically some. So it's like a 50-50 with a lot of Japanese people. It's technically a service. It's not looked down upon as cheating. So to some Japanese people, which is crazy, but that's it's socially normal to
But
them.
that's mainly with men because the women cannot get away with it like the men.
No, it's
no,
both. The,
there's
the
actually they
services
actually
are
are males too.
yeah.
They use their looks to lure in girls.
Yeah, the services are both,
Mhm.
right? So if you are a stay-at-home wife and you just want a little bit of a service, or some guy to come over, right? Uh, and you just pay for it, and then the person leaves and stuff like that. So Japan is really big on the emotional connection. That is like to them is the cheating part, not the physical aspect, which is crazy, but that's actually they don't consider that cheating, which is cool. Well, okay, I wouldn't say it's cool,
Oh
but
my
I'm just
gosh.
saying.
I was about to say that is like the excuse that the men here in the US use. Well, I'm not in love with her. I'm not emotionally attached. I don't give a fuck. Like you
Yeah.
still cheated. I don't care whether you love her, want to love her, whatever. No, I'm out. I'm out.
She's not even my top 10 on my Facebook.
She had to have been in your top one at the time because she was on your dick. So it's like
That's a good comeback. Okay, all right, let's move along, shall we? What's something that costs more money, but it's worth spending extra money on? So, like for an example, so actually not an example, because this is what I was gonna use. Food.
Yep.
Some places sell like, for example, meat, right? Um, More expensive than other meat, right?
Hmm.
Um, However, it's more worth it, and it tastes so much better to buy that meat. That's why it's a bit more expensive, even though it's the same exact meat. Like let's just say bacon,
Hmm.
right? Let's say bacon. It's the same exact bacon as the other one, same exact bacon, except for this one is you know different quality. I got like that's the one I was gonna use for an example because I could buy ramen at a store, for like $1 a cup, whatever, right? But I can go to a restaurant that sells ramen for $15 a bowl.
Right.
But it tastes so much better than so food for me would be my answer. Food for me is my answer. I think it's more worth it to pay for better groceries and food itself,
Hmm.
better water, etc.
For me, it's my car
Oh,
because I need it.
car's a
It
good
gets
one.
me to where I need to go.
Hmm.
And yeah, I gotta top it up every now and then. So I'm spending more money technically on it. New wheels, better engine oil, all that stuff.
You could buy a
Makes
cheaper
sense,
car.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could buy a cheaper car.
Yeah. My other one was gonna be my computer because
Hmm.
I
That was
upgraded
mine.
it from to make it better.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could also say clothing,
Yeah, clothing.
depending on the type of material.
Yeah, like a $5 Primark shirt that won't even withstand two laundry
Mm-hmm.
That's Primark for
two
you.
laundry cycles.
Yep.
Which really happened. I went with Dan and I once, and we went to Primark, right? I'm so sorry, Primark. You know what? You don't fucking sponsor me, anyways. Anyway, so
What is it called?
Primark.
Is that a grocery? What is that?
Primark.
It's a clothing
it's a
store.
Clothing store.
They're a big clothing store in Europe, and then a few years ago they started showing up here in the Northeast.
Mm.
Yeah. So they sell like really affordable, cheaper clothing. So like, it's $5 for a shirt, a t-shirt.
Mhm.
A hoodie would be normally $40 to $60 outside, brand name, right? But you can get a hoodie there for like $20.
Hmm.
And it's just plain. It has no logo. Yeah, majority of the clothes have no logo for
Mhm.
Primark. That's the other thing too. So they're like the Uniqlo, but extremely cheaper.
Oh.
There you go. It's like Uniqlo, but extremely cheaper because they do have business clothes too, casual clothes,
Hmm.
such as dress shoes and blazers and stuff like that, but extremely cheaper. Um, but I bought like two shirts when I went with my friends. Two shirts. I only ever laundried it once, and not even on a hot cycle. I put it on cold, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the detergent and everything, and it somehow did not withstand that one cycle.
Yeah, I noticed.
What?
Yeah, like I noticed because
Quality, it's the quality.
there was once I bought a T-shirt from there, and the like around the neck, like this right here,
Yeah,
like shrunk and like it was gone. What the fuck is
yeah.
it?
Mine wasn't the neck, but it was like basically where the threads were. It started to fray
Oh,
everywhere.
Oh, dang.
Gosh, like I was so shocked. I was like, "What the heck?" I just threw both of them out. Yeah,
you
so
you can get lucky though, because I bought this really nice bomber jacket. It looks like it's like velvet material. That one's really nice. That one's a good material jacket.
Mm.
I wear that
I
every now
still
and then.
have my Primark jacket. Still looks. However, I remember going with Dan to Primark on during Black Friday
Mhm.
years ago. Bought two pair of pants. They both ripped in the first month.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of it was on the knee, and the other was on like around the belt area to put your belt in. It would just snap off.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean that's you get what you pay for, right?
yeah,
True.
Yeah.
That's true. I agree with all you guys. Food, clothes, but then another one for me is like content creating gear. So like I guess
Yeah,
gadgets, tech stuff. Because I'm gonna pay the money for something better that's gonna last longer versus like buying the cheap stuff that won't last as long. If I had to buy cheap stuff, I will, but I'd rather spend more money to get the stuff that I know is gonna last me longer. Because I don't like to have to keep buying all the time. I want to get something that's just really gonna work and last for a while with what I do.
that was a good choice.
That's
Like,
facts.
I did that with my TV. So actually, almost everything in my room. Actually, yeah, finally, now everything in my room is all one manufacturer,
Sony.
Sony. Everything all Sony. That's something that's like. I think that's the only non-Sony in my room. My even my alarm clock is the Sony alarm clock. My TV is Sony. My PlayStation.
Dang. Okay.
Man,
Yeah, everything in my room is Sony. Like anything that Sony made it's that I have. Even small random things too, like this nightlight. It's a Sony nightlight.
get that? What the?
A Sony nightlight.
Yeah,
Man.
the Sony. It's a Sony PlayStation nightlight.
Oh, I know what you're.
Okay.
Yeah,
It has the
That makes sense.
circle, square, triangle.
I have that in my living room.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then,
I was like, I didn't know they had those.
yeah, then I have a wireless Magic charger, right? The wireless charger.
Yeah.
That's also Sony. But everything in my room is yeah. It's because I love Sony, but it's also because it costs more money.
Mm-hmm.
But that brand had always worked out for me.
They
Mm.
last long.
Yeah,
Material.
Yep,
yeah,
Sony is good.
like, but if I would have went out and bought like no offense to Vizio, but if I bought like
God.
a Vizio or a Magnavox or whatever the
Oh
hell,
my god,
the
that's so.
TC TLC
TCL.
TCL TV, whatever,
Oh, that
right?
hurts me when you say it.
Yeah, it's
The
like
Roku TV.
Yeah, like they'll last me for like maybe 2 years, and you wonder
Yeah.
why they sell it with a
Yeah.
warranty.
Yeah, because
Funny-
I mean, the more money you spend, you see a huge difference in quality too.
Totally.
Like,
I'll say that
feel-
even with alcohol, especially with wine. Like when you buy these, when you could do top shelf liquor or wines, like alcohol too, I'll spend money on. That's another thing. Ooh, and another thing is like my supplements, like workout supplements or like anything like when it comes like health wise. I'd rather spend money for the stuff that I know is like really gonna work and like do good for my body instead of buying the cheap stuff that everybody hypes up because it's cheap and it really doesn't work. I'd rather spend the money on the right like whatever it is, supplements that I need to use to help stay healthy or whatever.
All right, moving along. What's something you lied or pretend to get laid? No, let's get that one.
Wait, what? No, go back. What?
Right. What's something you lied or you pretended just to get laid?
So like lied about during sex or
Or like,
That's
During the
to
resume
get
phase,
sex,
you know.
to get sex.
due to ND what is it
NDA.
NDA.
with the Skyline Association, Skylines of the Universe. We cannot say.
Oh, fine, I'll say it. You weren't right. I only said you were right so we can just end this fucking argument so I can get laid. That's the only reason why I
Yeah,
agreed.
he's airing out that dirty laundry years later.
Oh my gosh.
You're not right. Matter of fact, I Googled it after.
Damn.
That's a kind of a crazy question.
There was so there was an you know what the worst thing to do with a guy, right? No, it's like a secret weapon. Anyone does. Doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. Now that I think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you turn the other person on first, right? Then you can ask them for anything and they'll do it.
This is true.
Turned on, and during a makeout session where we didn't even start yet, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
She asked me a question. Right? I forgot what the question was, right? But it had to do with something like someone writing or saying something on my Facebook at the time, right? And I told her so many times that girl is nothing more than just my friend. That's it, right? That's why I told
But
her.
you say she's
It's a
just a friend.
friend.
But then she asked me, like, does she like you? I was like, no, I don't think so. Why? You're not taken, right? So things like that. Then we get into an argument, and I just told her that she was right, just so I could get laid, because I'm not arguing with blue balls. So yeah, I've lied. You were right, but you were not right.
Yeah, you tell her. Tell her.
She's probably never gonna watch this, but
Probably
the
not.
end.
Yeah, tell her. Us Skylines band together
That's right.
across the universes.
One of us.
But I'm pretty sure. I don't think you guys ever lied. Have you? No. Just to get.
Mine's pretty stupid. I just said, well, she told me, hey, don't you have class today? I said, nope.
I mean, it's
I
lie.
actually skipped just to stay with her.
That's a lie.
That's
I mean,
all
it's
right.
true.
That's all.
I don't. This is my class right now.
Class is in session.
I do have class.
Class is in session.
You're my homework, and I'm gonna do you on the bed. Woo! Since we're talking about that, let's move along. What's something your exes did, but you still stayed? So it has to be a past ex. Your ex did this, and you were still fucking with them.
Well,
Here we
I'm
go.
out. I'm out of this.
There was nothing. Everything your ex did, you were fine with. Everything.
Motherfucker, they left. I can't do it.
No, I'm saying that. No, when you were so basically, it's like they're your ex, right?
Oh,
But when
I
you
got
were
you.
with them, when you were with them, like
Okay.
basically they did this. Like let's say I don't know, she farts in her sleep or something like that. It's an example.
And you
But
still stayed.
Yeah.
I'll say this, like I stayed when I found out they were cheating at first. I stayed to try to work it out. Eventually, I mean, and then I left, but I stayed at first, which sucks. I will never do that again.
That was like that could have been one of my answers too, but I didn't even think about that one. I thought it was something else.
Go ahead.
For me, I was thinking about one thing that I fucking hated the most was that I used to date this one girl, and I tell her so many times that I hate talking when I wake up. Like I'm not a morning person at all. I
Because you
hate
say yes to everything?
talking.
Mm.
Huh?
Yes to everything?
No, it's because I'm really, really fucking stupid. when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah,
Like
you said
really, really
you
fucking
said
stupid.
you gave all your workers the day off because you just kept saying yes.
Because they were texting me all
Yeah.
morning. I text you like 8 people that day off.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but well, my ex, she did this, and then what she does is because I used to bring her to work, right?
Mhm.
She used to play the fucking music so damn loud, right? And I could barely concentrate because I'm still trying to wake up, right? And I'm trying to like just get into the car, wake up, put on clothes, and then just go straight to the car,
Yeah.
right? Not even wash my face or brush my teeth, just to go drop her off at work, and then come back home and then continue my sleep, right? But throughout either the basically that whole morning, she fucking talks to me and plays music every fucking morning. And no matter how many times I told her so many times not to talk to me in the morning, right? Or let me wake up first and then talk to me because I'm too dumb and I can't figure anything out yet when I wake up, right? She does it every fucking day.
Oh Lord.
Still, every fucking day.
Oh,
And she's
yes.
already awake because she always gets up awake. Like she always gets up like an hour before she has to get ready to go to work. Because girls, you got to put on their makeup, wash their face. Sometimes she takes a shower and stuff like that first, which is fine, right? But by that time, an hour of you being awake, you're awake already. But for me, it's like straight up, like right when I wake up, she's over there. It's like, what's the answer to number 42? What? Like I was like, I'm too damn stupid. So that's something that my ex did, or my girlfriend at the time, that annoyed the shit out of me. But I fucking still stayed with her. That's that's what I was thinking. The cheating, I forgot. I honestly didn't think about
Right?
that one.
Ugh.
Yeah, that
Won't
is
do that
one.
again.
Yeah, that is one too. That I stay with a girl who cheated on me.
Yeah.
But the other one, that one annoyed the hell out of me.
In the morning, you'd wake up, your brain is still running on that dial-up internet. Like you're still trying to process what's going on.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm so dumb.
I love it.
And I told her so many times to just wake me up and then drive you. Don't talk to me. Not like I don't want to talk to her. One time she got mad. She's like, "Why are you not talking to me? Are you still mad?" I was like, "That got me mad." When she said that, that got me mad. I was
Wow.
like, "How many times
Right.
do I?" Yeah,
So it's a habit that I miss.
it could be anything.
For me, it would be her playing the piano.
Huh?
My
Oh
ex.
my gosh, Jay, you jumped all the way to the other question. All right, we'll do that one. Hold on.
Yeah, like, wasn't
Yeah.
that the question?
No,
No.
the question is, what's something your ex did but you still stayed? You
Play the
went to
piano.
you went to the, you went to the other question. We'll do that one since you picked that one. Okay. What's a habit you miss about one of your exes? Something that they did for you, or something that they always do.
Mm.
Maybe not for you. Maybe it's just something in general they always do.
I'd play the piano. So her dorm, it was it's brick walls, right? It's an old Bostonian building,
Hmm.
and she would have an electric keyboard in her room because she liked playing the piano. She has like an ivory key back home, right? And she would always, whenever she was bored, she was fuck around with the keys, and she would actually play really good songs on it. I'm like, oh shit, like,
Mm.
keep going. I want to hear more. It was like my own private little concert, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah, good bonding moments.
Nice. Okay. Aside, well, I guess it'd be overall spoiling, but just having like making sure I had everything, all my favorite everything from favorite foods to favorite drinks to um, just, yeah, straight spoiling. Honestly, knowing me well enough to know like, what I don't like, because I'm not a morning person either. And so, like, there was this one ex where he would make sure that he never like bothered me in the morning and waited until I like got myself together before we would even communicate. But also, he would just like have all my favorite everything, favorite foods, favorite snacks, favorite drinks. I would go. He would always take me to my favorite places. Like, to me, that's like you're paying attention, right? You're paying attention to who I am and what I like, and I think that's great. But yeah, I miss that kind of stuff. Probably because I'm just not dating right now. So
For me, it would have to be just spending time with Max, because we would do a lot of we would spend a lot of time with each other doing a bunch of different things. So after we broke up, even like a couple years after we broke up, that would still affect me. Like in my mind, I like would imagine what we'd be doing if we were still together.
Hmm.
But for me, it's just spending quality time with them.
That's good.
So you just missed the person.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, but even then, like I still miss spending like the time because we would go to conventions together. We'd go to like the movies almost every weekend. We'd go out to eat. So just spending quality time with them.
Mhm.
I miss beating my ex in video games.
I
I
was
should
like, what?
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
Me too. I'm like, he's gonna say something
Right.
else.
I beat her in every freaking game that we played together.
You don't
Every
think
game.
she let you, or you legitimately beat her?
He gets mad because he sees me on like my high skill level play,
Uh-huh.
and then so she knows when I am going easy on her. So and she hates when I do go easy on her. She wants to always try to beat me fair and square and everything, right? Everything. So like from Mario Kart to air hockey to everything. Like well in shooting games too, right? Sometimes I would just kind of troll her and just keep killing her over and over,
Dang.
just because she gets aggravated. She won't get mad if anyone else
I,
kills her, right? But she'll get mad if I kill her
Right.
because I humiliate her when I'm doing
if
That's
it's who I think
messed up.
it is,
yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I miss beating her, and
Mhm.
that's a habit. She used to play video games, but I miss that habit of having a girl who like kind of like plays video games and does
Mm.
like or uh into passionate about something and get really into it. Video games was a good one, so I miss that. I guess when I think about it, because I do miss laughing at all the dumb things that I used to do to her, and
I'm
yeah.
still mad at what she did.
Oh
Bubble shield.
yeah, yeah.
I still can't get over that. Oh my god. Anyways.
Uh, you guys are bad at following orders. You guys do like the first order, but don't wait for me to finish my sentence.
Mhm.
What comes after Plan B, K? I didn't think of one. I'm still stuck on Plan B right now. But we're past.
Oh, the freaking bomb. You say a whole freaking plan for like 10 minutes straight. I'm like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
start going.
You
It's
guys
like,
got it,
Jay, what
right?
the fuck?
Yeah. Jay, what are you doing? Oh, sorry. I was playing
Uh,
Pokemon. Then why would you tell me you got it?
is that what I was doing? Oh shit.
You were playing
Yeah,
Pokemon because I could
you're
hear the
right.
Pokemon theme song in the background.
Fun
You were
times.
waiting for us to figure out which plan worked better.
Fun times.
All right. Oh, this is a good one. What's a movie that probably would have been great as a TV show,